Captain Plaza here in Kansas City, this great town, great sports town, and a gift that will go on, it feels like, for a long time, given to this organization. Patrick Mahomes, wide open, Damian Williams shows off his
Damian Williams, boy. It's a bad man right there. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, Andy Reid is a brilliant offensive mind, but he's just not a winner, dude.
He was like a different person. I feel like you and I were visiting with Andy Reid just about every other week in his time in Philadelphia. He is relaxed. He's having fun. He's giving information. Patrick Mahomes is giving him a shot of life. Oh, he really has. There's no doubt. He'll have fun until January. Then he's got to go win a playoff game. Both that came across. See who it's against.
Encroachment on the 95.
What's going on, everybody? Joseph, the most backwards hat, Christmas sweater, Philly Jim. Back at you in the live stream. Watching this Chiefs and Chargers game. Wow. Mahomes is so good. Patrick Mahomes is so good.
Off with Alex last year, but obviously that hasn't been a problem whatsoever. He was able to do that. They've expanded on that, and you're right. Andy Reid is having a lot of fun, and this offense is giving him a license just to get awfully creative and being able to handle it. And of course, with these skill players that he's got, even minus a couple of them, he's been pretty good. They're down two, Mahomes to his left. We'll try to run and get it.
Our play was completely broken, man. Bosa, you had him, man.
They never feel like they're out of it. They took a shot down the field, and Mahomes didn't like what he saw, and he's able to keep it and pick up the first down.
Dude, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes.
They see a couple of times, and now Williams over the middle. General Williams. First down gets hit. Twin brothers defend their titles in a huge night of championship fights on Fox. Jamal Charlo takes on Willie Monroe Jr., while Jermell Charlo defends his belt against Scotty Harrison. BBC, December 22nd, only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Second down for Kansas City. Number one seed in the AFC playoff picture. And out to Williams, and Damian Williams, the former Miami Dolphin, gets 4 in the first down. They can just hit you from so many different directions, and when that doesn't work, then it's improv time for Patrick Mahomes, and you don't know what you're going to get. Well, I know Andy Reid, obviously he wants Spencer Ware to be able to go, but They said, how much do things change if he's not able to? He said, no, not at all. He's got a lot of confidence in these running backs. He's shown that here tonight. Damian Williams, the most carries he's had in a game. This 15, you got to believe that he'll surpass that here tonight. So he's done a nice
Should have
job.
went after Damian Williams, man.
Trying to set up a little tight end swing to Demetrius Harris, and it's on his left hand and incomplete second attempt. The AFC West standings. The Chiefs have already stamped their ticket for the postseason. They're in the top spot. But with a win here in this one, they clinched the division and a first-round bye. And then you got the Chargers at 10-3, the second best record in the AFC. But right now, destined, it looks like, for the number 5 seed.
Push. Yeah, Coach Bill.
The conference, it looked like it was against the Chargers, but find out from Walt Anderson.
Offside, number 99, the defense, undefeated for the quarterback. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Well, that's Joey Bosa, number 99 at the bottom here, and he came into this game with 5 penalties against him being offsides. And so, obviously the lead pass rusher, he wants you to jump on the ball. As I said earlier, he missed the first 9 games. So, he's wrapped him up pretty good since he returned. And that's like Mahomes able to use that snap count knowing that this is a defensive front trying to get ahead. One-man rush. Mahomes finds Williams and Damian Williams. Spins down at the 11. Derwin James with the tackle, a gain of 10. Oh, here the Kansas City Chiefs are knocking on the ball once again. They're able to finish it when they come down here on their other possession. And this is a defense for San Diego that overall has been good. But when you're talking about the Chiefs and their success this year, that's what they've been able to do. They've been able to get big leads early in games. They take offenses out of what they want to do. They're maintaining some balance. This start could not have gone worse for the Chargers. Mahomes in zone for a Hill incomplete. These Chiefs fans are tired of hearing announcers talk about the family history of Patrick Mahomes, but a young man who grew up around Major League Baseball clubhouses with his dad, Pat, pitching for 6 different Major League Baseball franchises. He played shortstop. He had a great fastball, obviously, when he was being looked at as a pitcher. Through all the mid-90s. Just a great athlete. And it's on display here tonight. It's Darrell Williams diving for the touchdown. And the first for the rookie of LSU. Yeah, I don't think he's letting that baby go. You can see they're going to run, guys.
What's up, Cowboy X Factor? You are the first one here. Chiefs just scored again. Little screen pass to the running back. And it's 14-0. Not gonna lie, man. Andy Reid. Woo! He's not a winner, man, but he is a brilliant offensive mind. 14-0. Maybe the Chargers will come back like they did.
14-0, Kansas City.
Sherlock Holmes solved this case in 4 days. I will hear the clue. The most meticulously clues.
Yeah, Walter, you bring that bag of mash is my best friend.
All right, so what does he say? Jigsaw, Eagles YouTuber says medical staff and injuries, missing stuff is human error. All right. If you're asking me how I feel about the whole medical staff, I'll just go ahead and say it. It's pretty embarrassing. This isn't just a matter of it's human error, okay? It's a matter of these guys are complete idiots. All right? They put Jay Ajayi back in the game against the Vikings with a torn ACL, and they kept running the ball with him. They put Jay Ajayi back in the game against the Bucks with the same thing Carson Wentz has, a fractured back. Carson Wentz he's coming off a torn ACL. We all know this. But he's had a fractured back for over a month. Darren Sproles gets cleared to come back to practice after he's been nursing a hamstring injury basically since week 1. Gets cleared to come back 3 or 4 weeks ago. Comes back, he's hurt again. Sidney Jones keeps hurting his hamstring. Maddox keeps getting hurt. Mills, they kept saying Mills is week to week. Mills is next thing we know, he's in a boot. Next thing we know, he's on IR. This is completely mind-boggling. This medical staff. I could go on and on about it, but I pretty much got it out of my system earlier in the car. They need to go. If they are here next season, I am scared to death of what's going to happen to Carson Wentz. Because all we need is for him to be healthy. Because we saw what he did. I had no idea he wasn't. I knew something was up, but I didn't know it was like another injury. That is why he couldn't move at all in the pocket. That's why he was a complete statue. All because of the back injury. Partially because of the knee, but more so the back, because earlier in the season when he came back, he was doing fine. He was moving around against the Indianapolis Colts. He was fine. But it seems like from the first Cowboys game, he couldn't move. And this is exactly – and how do you not know until this morning? Like, Carson Wentz, he goes to some other doctor, and they go, oh, you got a back fracture. The Eagles doctors, they didn't even know this until this morning. So, that's a red flag, man. I just don't want something really bad. Mike Williams for the Chargers makes a big catch. Anyway, this medical staff is a disgrace of the highest order. And I just don't want something. He's already torn his ACL, but I don't want something severely bad to happen to Carson Wentz. Because if that happens, we'll be totally screwed. And there's nothing we can do about it. We invested so much into Carson Wentz. We invested so many draft picks to go trade up and draft to this guy. We built a team around him. When we went out and built the team around Carson Wentz, when we signed LeGarrette Blount, when we signed Alshon Jeffrey, when we signed Torrey Smith, when we got Carson Wentz some weapons, we built a Super Bowl winning team. All because we invested in a franchise quarterback and we gave him weapons. We won Super Bowl. It was so well-rounded of a team that Nick Foles won the Super Bowl for us. Obviously, he deserves more credit than they just built a great team. But it was a great team. Nick Foles stepped in. He got it done. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Grizz. It does not happen without him. Because literally, the team that won the Super Bowl, they built it because of him. Because of him. They built it, and they went to the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl. So, yeah, that's pretty much, that's a big mouthful. That's what she said, but that's a lot. That is quite a lot. But that's how I feel about the medical staff. Same can be said about the Sixers. Because you got Zare Smith, the first round pick from Texas Tech, who has a peanut allergy and he's lost 20 pounds because of his peanut allergy. It's like, get the man an EpiPen. What are you doing? And he's lost 20 pounds and he's not going to play the entire 2018-19 season. Who knows? He could be a really good contributor off the bench, which is what we're really needing right now. So, moral of the story, medical staffs for pretty. You might want to check on the Flyers and the Phillies, you know, because if we get Bryce Harper and Bryce Harper comes here, something might happen to him, and then his career will be screwed. If he knows like how bad medical staffs are, he may be like, man, I don't want to go to the Phillies, so I don't want to get something blown out, you know. It's just bad. It's just bad. So I don't really know what to say about this whole medical staff crap. I might blow up. Hate the medical staff in Philly.
First down in not too much time for the LA Chargers as the ball is sitting now at the Kansas City 25. Well, you talked about it, Joe, with Justin Jackson, the rookie, his 7th round pick out of Oklahoma.
Flyers will not do anything until Hack slows down. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more, man. We've been suffering. Best moment I had as a Flyers fan was when we came back from that deficit and beat the Boston Bruins. I hate the city of Boston. I hate Patriot. I don't really hate Patriot fans. It's not really Patriot. The problems I've run into are mostly with Celtics fans. But I pretty much would be happy if every Boston team imploded. So beating the Bruins in that playoff series, that was my finest moment as a Flyers fan. If I'm being totally honest.
First down by Virgil Green, who is here to usually block for the running game.
Man, Hunter Henry's balling. Oh, my bad. That's not Hunter Henry. That's Virgil Green. Sorry, guys. Stephen A. Smith got us all messed up. Here we go. It's 3rd and 1 for the Chargers. He got it. This Justin Jackson guy. What about that guy on Twitter, though? The guy that posted a picture of his girlfriend? He's getting killed for it. Can't believe Kyle said, that's just a Hooters waitress with her jacket on. Man, I was dead. Yeah, man, I saw you've been going back and forth with him. I haven't got a chance to roast him yet. This is what happens, man. When Cowboys have a little success, the idiots come out. Week 17, we literally We literally should have won that game. Literally should have won that game when they sucked up. Nick Foles played like garbage. He had a really good opening drive. And then Torrey Smith dropped his pass, and then he completely sucked after that. Also, yeah, it was 6-0, man. Like, we had a lot of opportunities to win that game. And we held the Cowboys starters at 6 points. With, like, guys who will never play. Guys who are basically playing now. Like, I bet Sullivan and LeBlanc and all these bums were playing that are playing in the secondary now. That's who Dallas was playing last year. I mean, Cowboys fans do this, man. They suck. They give up on the team. Win a couple games. Division's terrible this year. We're way too injured. If we were healthy, we would run away with this division, but we're not healthy. Okay? But, you know, they win a couple of games, and this is what they do. Third down for the Chargers. But, you know, they have a little success, and it all goes to their head, and they start running their mouth. Blah, blah, blah. Now we're going to hear all the Super Bowl talk, and they're going to lose in the first round. I don't know who they're going to lose to in the first round. They might lose to the Seahawks. They might lose to the Vikings. If we get lucky, maybe Foles leads us to the playoffs and he beats Dak. And then we'll go from there. I mean, I would love for Nick Foles to win 2 Super Bowls. I would love for him to win us another Super Bowl. I'm going to root for that. But, you know, people are going to, even if we don't make the playoffs, I think if we even just beat the Rams next week, or if we beat the Rams this Sunday with Foles, people are going to be pissed because this team has underperformed against bad teams. And then they beat the Rams without Carson Wentz. Not only that, people are going to start the whole Foles and Wentz debate all over again. And I'm not ready for that, man. I'm not. I'm on the Foles train for right now. I'm on the Foles train for right now. I'm not going to lie, man. I hope Foles, he won us a Super Bowl. I don't like what the medical staff has been doing with Carson Wentz. Another pass interference on Kansas City. And Keenan Allen's injured on the play with his hip. But like I was saying, man, I appreciate Nick Foles. I believed in Nick Foles last year that he could take us on a Super Bowl run. I saw him play good in 2013. Even in 2014, he wasn't having a really good statistical year. He had 13 touchdowns and 10 picks before he broke his collarbone against the Texans. But we were 9-3, man. He was making the throws that he had to make to win the game. Like he did it. Whether it was ugly or pretty, we won. Also, he did that this year against the Falcons game. I was at that game, and offense sucked. It was horrible. And then all of a sudden, they run the Philly special, and that place, the link completely came alive. So basically what I'm trying to say is it's a long shot that we make the playoffs. Let Nick Foles ride out the season. He's earned the right. He's done a lot for this franchise. He's done more than a lot for this franchise, obviously. But see what I'm saying. Foles. I love Foles. Let him ride out the season. Hopefully he plays well. He gets his stock up. He gets to go. Maybe a team like Jacksonville goes after him. Mike Williams scores for the LA Chargers, and it is 14-7.
The big body second-year pro, 6'4", 220, up to grab it for a 3-yard touchdown. Yeah, and Mike Williams had a disappointing first season as a first-round pick. Just 11
Eagles at least an NFC championship. I mean, we were 9-3. We were one of the best teams in the NFC, and Foles got hurt, and then Sanch ass fumble comes in, and he ruins our season. You know, that was a good team that year. And then after that happened, that was when Chip Kelly destroyed the whole team. That was when he traded a future Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles. That is when he traded our all-time leading rusher, LaShawn Shady McCoy, for Kiko Alonso. All in an attempt to get Marcus Mariota. But that's not – I'm kind of getting off subject with conversation. That was a good team. If Foles would have stayed healthy, would have won the NFC East, and we'll go from there. And the Dez Bryant catch never happened since Cowboys wouldn't have won the NFC East. They would have missed the playoffs. Sam Stink. Gosh. Dude, I completely forgot what we traded. Well, I didn't forget we traded Foles for Bradford, but while I was talking about that, I wasn't really thinking about that we got Bradford. But I'm not going to lie, guys. That offseason, when all that happened, I was pissed. You know, all I heard from Eagles fans was, oh, my God. Chip went 10-6 his first 2 years. He knows what he's doing. Blah, blah, blah. I wanted to slap people in the face for saying that, man. You know, you don't just trade Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro running back, all-time leading rusher for some bums. It went 7-9. Then we draft Carson Wentz. Then we go 7-9. And you know the rest. All right. We did get a first-round pick for Bradford, though. Good point. How do the Packers not want Doug Peterson? I don't know, dude. I mean, I think Doug is a good coach. I think he's a good coach. I think he's going to be here for a while. And I don't think the Eagles will get rid of him. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. I don't think the Eagles would get rid of him unless they could get like the next Sean McVay in here for Carson Wentz. I don't think they do it. But he is a former Packer. He was Brett Favre's backup. Let's see what other comments we got. Philly 500 roasted Kimmy again. Oh, I'm going to read some more of you guys' comments. Sam Bradford isn't even in the NFL anymore. He helped you clear the way for Wentz. Wow, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny, X. PGG says, how does Carson Wentz keep getting hurt? Medical staff sucks. Weird how us trading Foles for Bradford caused a domino effect. Yeah, man. I mean, who would have thought, like, we trade Foles for Sam Stinkford. Foles he basically sucks because of Jeff Fisher. This is why I love Nick Foles, by the way. It's because of everything that he had to go through. So he has to go through all this stuff, man. He goes to the Rams. with Jeff Fisher. He sucks. He wants to retire. Who else but Andy Reid? We're watching the Chiefs game right now. Andy Reid, as you guys know, he coached the Eagles for 14 seasons. He calls Nick Foles and he's like, hey, you need to come to Kansas City. You need to come to Kansas City, man. Just come to Kansas City. Revitalize yourself. Be the backup for Alex Smith. And he did that. And that got him into loving the game again. Then next thing you know, he's a free agent. They sign him to be Carson Wentz's backup. Brings him back. They bring him back to Philadelphia. Be Carson Wentz's backup. Carson Wentz has an MVP season. There's his ACL. No one believes in this team because when you lose the MVP of the league, you lose the MVP of the league. How can you win without him? Well, the answer is Foles is a winner. All right? Foles can lead this team to the Super Bowl. And he did that. He did that, man. And it's just awesome because everything he went through and then no one gave him a chance to do this. So no one deserved it more than he did. So, I'm really happy for Foles. I'm still really happy for Foles. Of course, I've been starving for this championship, but who else but a guy like Nick Foles? And I believe Carson Wentz will get a Super Bowl one day. I don't think it'll be much longer until he does. He's a great quarterback. He proved that this year, especially against the Cowboys in the fourth quarter. We would have won that game and found out, he has a back fracture. There's not enough you can really say about Carson Wentz and his toughness. Do you think Wentz is injury prone? I don't think so. Maybe it's just bad luck. I don't think Wentz is injury prone. I don't. A lot of people are stuck on, oh my God, he hurt his wrist in college. He hurt his ribs in the preseason. Dude, come on. No one cares about the preseason. Who cares if he hurt his ribs in the preseason? It's preseason, man. So I don't count that. College is college. Who cares? He hurt his wrist. All right. No, that's right, man. We would have shut those loudmouth Cowboys fans up for at least a week. And there'd be a little bit different energy than there is right now going to this Rams game. But I don't think he's injury prone. He had one major injury, the ACL. He's a young quarterback. He's super eager to come back. He's back and won the Super Bowl. How would you feel? That's how Carson Wentz felt, and that's why it's partially his fault, but it's mostly the medical staff's fault. And then the back injury, that's not his fault. He didn't even know he had a back injury. I'm not saying he didn't know his back hurt, but come on. The trainers can't even say, hey, dude, your back's hurt. You're going to just be on the sideline rocking those Eagles sideline hoodies and hats for a couple of games until we get you back in there. That's what should have been done. But these idiots didn't know he was hurt. Even though he was a complete statue in the pocket, they didn't know he was hurt. And God, they didn't know he was hurt until today. Even though for over a month, you could tell he was basically hurt. You could basically see it that he's hurt. Yeah, I saw what Emmanuel Acho put on Twitter, man. A lot of people are saying, oh my God, he's salty. He's not salty. He's an analyst now. Analysts are allowed to put their opinion out there. And he's not the only person to say something about the Eagles medical staff in the past. Even Jordan Matthews said the same thing, man. Medical staff's terrible. It's been terrible for a long time. Let's see what we got. Yeah, he's totally right. All right, let's read what these comments say. Wentz injury reminds you of Andrew Luck. Well, it depends on how you ask that. The injury, both were major injuries that could potentially impact your entire career. But the difference with the medical staff of the Colts and the Eagles was that they knew Andrew Luck was the franchise guy, and they told him, there is no way you're going to play, buddy. Go back to the sideline. They didn't care how long it took. They told him to not play. And when they did that, it turned out to be the best thing for that team. Okay? That's how you get it. That's how you do it. All right? Eagles kind of should have done that approach with Wentz. I don't think Wentz should have played until about week 7. Maybe even week 8. No earlier than week 6 should he have been on the field. And that's how I really feel about it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's in the past. He'll get healthy. He'll get that knee brace off. Hopefully, they fire the medical staff, and he gets back to his old self. Yeah, the Browns almost traded for Andrew Luck. This report came out a few months ago. I don't know when it came out. I don't know. It was before the draft. Another sack for the Chiefs. It is 2nd down. Yeah, if he ever gets back to his old self, rest in peace. What everyone is seeing, like in Patrick Mahomes, Carson Wentz was Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes. Okay? So, yeah. You know, he's going to be fine. Everyone's freaking out. He's going to be fine. You're seeing what he's doing on one leg and a broken back, throwing 20 touchdowns. You know? He's going to throw 40 next year. He will throw 40 touchdown passes. Tyrell Williams makes a catch. If he would have hit him in stride, he would have scored. That was a terrible throw. He didn't get enough air on it, but anyway. Yeah, man, all the negative comments we made about Carson Wentz, we were way too hard on him. And it's funny because I noticed how everyone's making videos and everyone's tweeting about, you know, Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz isn't moving. He's not moving. He's not planting his feet. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. His mechanics are messed up. He's a statue in the pocket. He doesn't sense the pressure. He literally couldn't move. He literally couldn't twist his back because it was fractured. And that is the thing. And Grizz, I think I was telling you this in the group chat. I was telling you, like, I can't put my finger on it exactly, but he was moving and he was planting his feet and doing everything you need to do, you know, before that first Cowboys game. And then when it got to the first Cowboys game, everyone was like, whoa, what happened, man? And then it was just like, no one knew he was hurt, so they were like, it's got to be he's scared, he's this, he's a bust. Well, most of us didn't say he was a bust, but a couple of us said he was a bust. A lot of people said he's scared. A lot of people said there's too much pressure because of Nick Foles. Not clutch, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, man, everything we said, man, we got to take it all back because that guy is tough. He is tougher than nails, man. For coming back from that torn ACL and doing what he's done and playing on a broken back, you know. He literally broke his back for this team. And we still probably should have made the playoffs. if there wasn't a bunch of bad calls against the Cowboys to see this. Do I think Wentz can become a clutch player? Yeah, I think he can become a clutch player. I saw a lot of flashes of Carson Wentz being like the clutch guy that we thought he could be. Wow. But anyway, yeah, I think he can be clutch. He was really clutch in the fourth quarter. We lost on a coin flip. So yeah, I mean, if that coin flip goes the other way, I'm interested to see what Carson Wentz does in overtime. Because both times we played the Cowboys in overtime, Cowboys have won the toss, and Carson Wentz has never got the ball back. So we've never seen what he can do in that situation. I remember when I all made my people laugh when I said Wentz is a white man. Yeah, man, I feel you. We all say crazy shit. We all say a lot of crazy things about Carson Wentz because he didn't really come through or whatever. But, you know, we were, I think it's safe to say, man, we were all wrong about that. We were wrong about that. He's going to bounce back. He's going to be, I agree with Shannon Sharp, man. He's going to be the MVP of the league next year. That was during the Saints game. Oh, God. Don't even remind me of that, man. Don't remind me. 'Cause I really thought we could win that game. Again, we haven't been fully healthy all year. Teams like the Saints, Vikings, Packers. I mean, not the Packers this year. I'm talking about teams we're going to be playing next year. Patriots, teams like that, Panthers, teams like that we're going to be facing. Seattle also at home. You know, I think we'll be able to beat those teams next year with a healthy Carson Wentz. I wholeheartedly believed we could win that game. But something just wasn't right. People were hurt. And it just definitely wasn't our year in 2018. But 19 will be different. We got draft picks. We'll see what they do. You know, some fan favorites might be gone, man. I hate to say it, man, but, you know, they might get rid of some of these older guys. Now, I don't think they'd get rid of, like, Jason Kelsey, but I don't know. Does Malcolm Jenkins come back? I think Malcolm Jenkins will come back. He's basically the leader of the whole team. He's a big voice in that locker room. I don't know, dude. I don't know what will happen, but we'll see what kind of things Howie Roseman tries to do to gain some cap space. See if he tries to make a run at any free agent signings. I don't think he'll go. I don't think we can expect anything big like we did back in 2017. But I think we'll get some good players in the draft for sure to fill these needs that we need. Yeah, Phil Rivers getting sacked, man. Chiefs defense sucks, dude. They're not that good. Chris Jones has been killing him, man. He looks like Fletcher Cox out there. Deep penetration. You guys got to get Keenan Allen involved, man. Oh, he's hurt. That's why he's not playing. You want to talk about a dude that's injury prone? Keenan Allen, man, he has been through a lot of injuries in his career. He's a beast, but come on, man. Yeah, man, I saw this tweet on Twitter. It was like the Eagles medical staff is like some mom from the hood, and they're like, you know, just put a Band-Aid on there and go back out. Pretty damn funny, man. Gotta go backwards at Philly Jim for this, man. We really turned it on last week game. I turned my hat backwards. Yeah, Black Rob.
Get the iPhone 10X and our unlimited plan with your choice of the best in TV, movies, or music. More for your thing. That's our thing.
Hurry and Old Navy and get up to 60% off the entire store with gifts from $3.
Wow. Eagles go to Miami next year. How about that? I think that Eagles versus Patriots game will be that'll be a primetime game. And then the storyline will be, Eagles versus Patriots. Could Carson Wentz win the Super Bowl? And if he wins that game, they'll say, yeah. But if he doesn't, they'll say, see, I told you. Nick Foles, blah, blah, blah. I know it's a year away, but get ready for it. We lose to the Patriots at home. Chargers are putting up a fight, man. See if they can get a touchdown here. I think it's 1st and goal. Chargers might be legit contenders, man. I might be wrong. There's a good.
Job by a veteran quarterback. These are the types of things that you won't see in the stat sheet, but it allows them to pick up that third down. Kansas City is their second timeout. Chargers have 2 left. 1st and 10 from the 11.
It's not 1st and goal yet. It's still 1st and 10. So they can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Mike Williams was a straight up beast he was a straight up beast at Clemson, man. I low key wanted the Eagles to take him. I guess they felt like they already had like a jump ball receiver, Alshon Jeffrey. Needed a speed guy. Man, tell you what though, I would have gave up a first rounder for Brandon Cooks last season. But I don't think the Patriots would trade with us after we beat them in the Super Bowl. Even though Malcolm Jenkins basically put him in a casket. Bro, did he really intercept that? He got 2 feet in, man. I don't know, man. There's probably not enough evidence to overturn it, but he didn't get it. They might not have enough evidence to overturn that. He definitely got 1 foot in, but Mike, you want him to take Mike Williams? Yeah, man. I've thought ever since I thought we needed like another really good receiver. Like you have Alshon Jeffrey, who's a really good receiver, but we need like another really good receiver. And I know we have Nelson Aguilar too, but we need another really good wide receiver to play with Alshon Jeffrey. Because it'll take pressure off everyone, man. This year, I want us to get Marquise Brown. He goes to Chargers. Pull that shit as soon as we start talking about them being contenders. I jinxed him, man. I just sent a message to somebody, sports guys I work with. And I was like, man, you guys are right, man. I was totally wrong about the Chargers not being contenders. And then, bam, this happens. So basically, man, what I was saying is I don't know how much college football you guys watch, but I am a huge fan, and I've been a huge fan of Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown is the cousin of none other than AB, Antonio Brown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is so fast. He is so electric after the catch. He is everything the Eagles offense needs at the receiver position that we don't have. So if he's there in the middle of the first round, I want him. And then in the second round, I would like to see one, if not both of those picks, be used on the offensive line. And we also need maybe in the fourth round. It is an interception. But anyway, man, we need another running back for this team, but re-signing Jay Ajayi is not the answer. I don't feel like signing Jay Ajayi is an answer. Jay Ajayi is a good running back, and I wouldn't be mad if we signed him for a 1-year deal. But as far as what we need from the running back position, you have Josh Adams. He can be your power runner. Hopefully Corey Clement gets healthy. Mahomes gets thrown down by Melvin Ingram. We have a power back, our LeGarrette Blount type of guy, even though they only give him 7 carries a game. It's a disgrace. Anyway, we got him. We got Josh Adams, power runner. We got Clement, pass catching back, third down back. We need that fast home run hitter. I mean, I would be cool if we took a left tackle in the second round and then with our other second round pick, use on that. Like, if we could get a quality left tackle or a quality right tackle, either one, because it's not like Lane Johnson can't go play left tackle. Bryce Love. Bryce Love runs a 4.3 40. He's not as small as he looks. He could be that guy for us. The guy, the missing piece in the Eagles backfield. We would have all three levels covered. But I would take Marquise Brown, best offensive lineman we can get, Bryce Love. That's how you nail the draft. Look up his highlight tape, man. Marquise, they call him Hollywood Brown. His name's Marquise Brown. He is a straight up dog. Speaking of dogs, man, we got to get Jimmy Butler back on the court. He's been hurt with that groin injury. Wow, dude. Yeah, he's from Oklahoma. He's a beast, man.
Comes in averaging over 330 passing yards per game. First year as a starter. Maybe MVP down the middle.
Wow, that should have been intercepted, bro. That should have been intercepted. Oh, well.
There's a real good chance he's able to put that ball in at least field goal range here before the half. Tyreek Hill is the target. Colquitt hits a beauty. So beautiful that it goes into the end zone. And this should be our score at the half.
I mean, not every receiver is a Larry Fitzgerald with having, more tackles and drops in his career. But, he could be exactly what we need. Because not having a deep threat has crippled this team offensively. I would have loved to see what Mike Wallace could have done with Carson Wentz this year. Dallas Cowboys are definitely not Super Bowl contenders. That's what you're asking.
At the half, we ask you on a Thursday night, stay tuned. Toyota halftime.
Want to stay up to date? Hey Siri, show me football schedules. NFL Game Day highlights. Catch up with extensive highlights from the entire day's slate of games. NFL Game Day highlights, Sunday at 7:30 on NFL Network.
Defense is definitely Super Bowl caliber, but you're not winning a Super Bowl with Dak. You're not going to be playing at home if you do advance. So, I don't think the Cowboys are contenders, man. If they go to Chicago, they go to LA, if they go to New Orleans, it's going to be a different game. And I think if they go to New Orleans, the game is going to be completely different than the one they played a couple weeks ago. It's not going to be all they're not going to get all the calls, and there's not going to be missed targetings on Alvin Kamara, stuff like that. They will annihilate the Dallas Cowboys. I am subbed to Big D, yeah. All right. So the issue you think is still the offense, even though Zeke and Cooper, even though we have Zeke and Cooper. And do you think Cowboys could beat the Rams in LA? I don't think they could beat the Rams in LA. The Rams don't really. I think you would rather play in. If you're the Cowboys, you'd rather go to LA than go to New Orleans because the Rams don't have a home field advantage. Even this week on Sunday night, I promise that crowd is decisively going to be an Eagles crowd. There's going to be a lot of Eagles fans there. It's going to be all green. The Rams, people just don't care about the Rams in LA. You know, LA is a city with so much glamour, so much Hollywood. There's so much partying and clubs and anything you can possibly think of. And having an NFL franchise is definitely not on their priority list. So, if you're the Cowboys, you'd rather go there because at least you have bandwagon Cowboys fans that are in California, all over the world, that will go to the game, you know? So you that's the one thing you have on your side if you go to LA. I would still take the Rams in that game because they're a better team. But yeah. Don't worry about. I wouldn't get my hopes up for your Cowboys, man. Yeah, man, it is sad for the city. St. Louis is a really good sports town. They have the Cardinals there, who have won some World Series. People love sports in St. Louis. So for the Rams, you had the greatest show on turf, which was in St. Louis with Kurt Warner and Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce and Marshall Faulk. Really good offense. That was a St. Louis Rams team. So yeah, I like St. Louis as a city. It's not. A lot of people don't think it's so great, but it's a sports town, man. And the Rams just weren't succeeding in St. Louis, so they moved to LA. And as for the Raiders, man, the Raiders are a crazy fan base. They're like the Eagles and the Buffalo Bills, man. They love the Raiders. They love the Black Hole. Black Hole's been one of the scariest places to play, even when the team has sucked because people are just scared of the fans, you know? So it's tough. It's really tough for the city of Oakland. It's not that great of a city, but, I feel bad for all the diehard Raiders fans. Steve Lindo says, hey, gave you a sub. Great stream. Also, cool Super Bowl hat and jersey. Well, I'm not really wearing a jersey. Let me know if you guys ever want to see my jersey collection because I will. I should probably make a video about that sometime. It'd be a cool video. But yeah, man, I appreciate the sub. Thanks. And yeah, man, thanks a lot, man. I really work hard for my channel. Now, Cowboy X Factor, my main man X, says Philly Jim, people in LA care about the Lakers and Clippers. Man, it's bad when people care more about the Clippers than they do the Rams. If the Rams win the Super Bowl, I think that will change because they'll get a lot of bandwagon fans from winning the Super Bowl. Well, listen, keep my And I won't keep my expectations high because our coach is Jason Garrett and our offensive coordinator is Scott Linehan. Terrible in the red zone and goal to go. Yep, I agree with you, man. Scott Linehan is a lot like Mike Groh. They both suck. They both shouldn't have jobs in the NFL, but they do for some reason. Especially when Mark Davis is planning to move to Vegas. Mark Davis. Oh, yeah, he's Al Davis's son. Vegas just wants to make money, man, but don't expect Raiders fans are like Philly fans almost. Not really, but in a way. Not really, but in a way. They're like Philly fans. So my point is, don't expect Raiders fans to like support the team in Las Vegas, and don't expect them to like sell jerseys and merchandise and tickets and sell out games like they are now. Even when the team sucks, that's a sellout crowd. That tells you something about Raiders fans. It will not be like that when they go to Vegas. I guarantee it. I have a lot of I was really sad when the Baltimore Colts left. It happened to the Browns. The worst one is probably the Browns. Because when the Browns left, when they left Cleveland the first time, they went to Baltimore. And that was in like 96, I think. And the Ravens won the Super Bowl in the year 2000. 4 years later. 4 years later, they won the Super Bowl with players that the Cleveland Browns drafted. But yeah, man, it's sad for a city. It happened to the Baltimore Colts. They went to Indy. Browns moved. Thank God they got the franchise back. I'm glad to see Browns are winning a couple games. Strawberry Shortcake Davis is really taking that team from a fan base that is just as passionate as Eagles. Just look at it this way. If Jeffrey Lurie took the Eagles, he'll never do this, by the way, but just for the sake of argument, if he took the Eagles from the city of Philadelphia, what do you think the reaction would be? The reaction would be the whole city would burn to the ground. If they took the Eagles out of Philadelphia, nobody would support this team. Nobody would buy jerseys. You're right, man. Lurie would be killed if he even come to Vegas. You know? It's messed up. Yeah, I remember that vividly. The Colts led to that when they left overnight. Unfortunately, it's taken the Browns forever to recover. Like you said, they're doing better. You know, that's basically what would happen if that happened to the Eagles. Same thing with Raiders fans, man. They are not going to have it. And it's going to be a sad, ugly day when that finally happens in the city of Oakland. And everyone's going to say, oh my God, they have the Warriors. They don't really have the Warriors. They don't really have the Warriors. Most Warriors fans are not real Warriors fans. So most of those people that you see coming to the game, they don't really have real fans. I think the Steelers. Hold on, let me check the standings. Siri, who's leading the AFC North? That's what I do when I feel lazy. And my phone just died, so that's what I get. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna look that up for you.
Ideal applicants will be passionate strivers.
Pretty sure it's the Steelers, even though they just lost to the trash Raiders, like we were just talking about. I think it's Raiders. I think it's Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Bengals. But hypothetically, just for the sake of argument, let's say the Steelers aren't making the playoffs. I think they're at New England. And I can't remember if they go to New Orleans or they're home for that game. Either way, they're losing both those games. They're going to miss the playoffs. If the Ravens lose 2 of their next 3 and the Browns win out, the Browns will be in the playoffs. You thought it was crazy last year when the Bills made the playoffs? You do not want to know what happens if this happens. So I do feel good for the city of Cleveland that they have Baker Mayfield because they just lost LeBron. Because there was one time the Browns, it was during like one of the years the Browns went 0-16, one of the Hugh Jackson years. There was a fan at a Browns game, and he held up this big ass sign, and it said, "Oh, at least we still have LeBron James." No longer the case. So if the Browns suck, Cleveland would probably. I mean, the Browns still suck, but they kind of don't suck in a way. So, yeah, I hope the Browns make it, man. It'd be great. What if the Browns... I'm not going to say it. Whatever, I'll say it. What if the Browns run the table, everything happens that they need to have happen to win the AFC North? What if that happens and the Browns win the Super Bowl? What if the Browns go from 0-16 Super Bowl champs? Twitter would completely break. Yeah, man. Baker has turned around the Browns. Baker is kind of overrated, though. Yeah, they were good way back in the day. Hold on, guys. I got the AFC North stuff up. Yeah, it is. It is. This could really happen, though, dude.
And so that will bring up a 3rd down and 6. Well, the last time the Chiefs, when they had great field position on that big return, they went 3 and out. We'll see whether or not the Chargers are able to force a 3 and out to start this second half. This would be a good job on their part. But Christina said it's right. In fact, they've been able to contain Tyreek Hill. It's saying a lot. I think the Chargers have to feel pretty good being on the road. Short week, you're only down 7 points.
Yeah, man. If they won the division this year, I don't know what would happen. Mahomes is so good. Patrick Mahomes is way too good. I can't believe how good he really is, man. Steve, are you a Browns fan? I don't know if Steve is a Browns fan or not. I think we just got stuck on talking about Cleveland. God, I can't believe how good Patrick Mahomes is. Wow, he just threw a bomb. Wow, bro. Tyreek Hill got smoked and he still held on to the ball. Ooh. Whew. He's a Dolphins fan. Tell me how you feel about that miracle play to beat the Patriots. I know a lot of people have been pumped about that. That is, for the Patriots, how do you lose a game that way? Wow, Kelvin Benjamin, the donut man, gets his first pass. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. We need to get him like the ultimate weapon, like a Tyreek Hill. Like Tyreek Hill reminds me exactly of what Deshaun Jackson was. Matter of fact, he's exactly what Deshaun Jackson was. Holy cow, man. Yeah, how about the Dolphins, man? For the Patriots, you're just like, man, how do you lose a game that way? There's a 1,000 ways to lose a game, but that's the way you lose a game. And that, my friends, is why the Eagles were Super Bowl 52 champs. I think Bill Belichick's slightly overrated. Man, I wish I would have picked up Damian Williams, man. Tyreek Hill's exactly what Deshaun Jackson was. So we need like another player like that, you know. You can send him in motion. I think Nelson Aguilar is low key, but not. I don't know, dude. They might just not be using him right. But we need like another player like that to use. What do you think about Tannehill, Steve? It is 21-7. Well, he hasn't made the extra point yet. I didn't know Donnie Jones was playing for the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, man. If the Chiefs don't go to the Super Bowl, I'm completely done with Andy Reid. I mean, I'm already done with Andy Reid, but if they really don't go to the Super Bowl with this team, nope. I am completely done. Completely done with Andy Reid. I'm already done with Andy Reid, but I'll be even more done. With my mindset, though, I was happy to win over the years, going 8-8 or 7-9. I expect it again. I think Tannehill is good. His QBR is high. The Dolphins need to make better calls. Sometimes he is solid, a little underrated. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with Adam Gase. Adam Gase, a lot of people wanted Eagles to grab Adam Gase over Doug Peterson, but, you know, he kind of seems like a coach that acts like he knows everything. And there's a lot of even Doug Peterson has done that this year. He's acted like he won the Super Bowl, and I think he went to his head a little bit. I think he'll be better coaching next year, but, you know, that could be the problem with the Dolphins. I don't know. The Dolphins, they got some good players, though. They got Devontae Parker. I think Devontae Parker is extremely, extremely underrated. I don't think they use him enough. He can play, man. Our defense sucks. So the Dolphins used to have some good players on defense. They used to have. They might still have him. Do they still have Cameron Wake? Cameron Wake was a beast in his prime, man. Cowboy X Factor. What a play for the Miami Miracle, for the Miami Dolphins, man. Yeah. You're absolutely right. So the Dolphins are 7-6. They might be a wild card. They might get a wild card in that AFC. Hold on, guys. Let me go plug my phone in real fast. Man, I hate. Guys, I literally hate Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I don't hate him as much as I hate Chris Collinsworth, but I still hate him. Zach Thomas was a good too, yeah. The Dolphins had Ricky Williams, even though he got drafted. The Saints gave up their entire draft, and Eagles fans booed the hell out of Donovan McNabb, all because they wanted Ricky Williams. I saw this I don't know. Tell me if you guys have seen this before, but there was a newspaper article about Ricky Williams a couple of years ago, and the headline was like, NFL player blames weed for failed drug test. And the thing said, the quote from Ricky Williams said, before practice, I got so high that I forgot that I wasn't supposed to get high. It's like, what? So you're saying what the hell, man? You got so high that you forgot you weren't supposed to get high. God help us, man. God help us. Jason Taylor, man, yeah. I know you got. I don't really watch Undisputed anymore. I used to watch it when they had Joy Taylor, Jason Taylor's sister. But she doesn't work for the show anymore. Don't really watch the show. What's up, RPF, man? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, bro. Watching this Chiefs and Chargers game. Just talking some football with these guys. I've had a pretty good stream tonight, man. Not gonna lie. Chargers got to get this third down. I think it's third and what is it? It's 3rd and 3. It's 3rd and 3. They got to get this. They're down 21-7. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They got to get this if they want to have a chance to win this game. Got a first down. Mike Williams. Mike Williams got it. Hate Andy Reid, man. I hate Andy Reid too, man. How do you, with the amount of talent we had on all those teams, there's no excuse that we should only have one Super Bowl. We should only have one Super Bowl. There's no excuse that we should only have one Super Bowl because there was so many teams that was stacked with talent on both sides of the ball. More so the defensive side, but still, you have Westbrook. I'm not going to lie. Some of those wide receivers were trash. Todd Pinkston, Freddie Mitchell. Good grief. But still, we should have won the Super Bowl with at least one of the 5 teams that went to the NFC Championship. It kind of drives me crazy when I think about it. So, yeah, I definitely hated Andy Reid, but I kind of forgot about everything since we won. Kimmy did it again. He copyrighted Rich Eisen's video in his latest video at the 2:46 mark. Kimmy girl ringtone went off again. Dude, Kimmy is such a stupid prick, man. Like no one has a more punchable face than he does in all of YouTube. He threatened me on my live stream. I don't know if you guys could see the comments from the Eagles and Cowboys stream, but he started like threatening me on my stream. And I was just like, do something, Alvin. I called him Alvin from like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Because he kind of looks like a methed out version of like Simon the Nerd Chipmunk from Alvin and Chipmunks. I don't know if you guys even know what Alvin and Chipmunks is. It was like this cartoon I watched when I was a little kid. It was 3 chipmunks and they sang and everything. Basically, Kimmy looks like that. That's what he looks like. But super, super skinny, methed out version of that. Also, he pissed on the carpet on camera. Do I really need to say anything else? No, I don't. Like, he's an asshole, man. He said something about what's his name? He said something about Fox. You know, Fox making fun of people for having a disability, saying he wants Philly 500's mom or his wife to die. She's in a hospital. You know? He's an ass, man. He's more than an ass. You know, I don't really want to say what I really think he is, but this guy is disgusting, man, on so many levels. He's lucky he hides behind a camera and says this, because if he said this to anybody in real life, woo, he would get smoked. He would get straight up smoked. Mike Williams. Wow, bro. Woo. What a play, man. They threw him like they tossed him the ball. He went like in motion and they tossed him the ball. It was like an end around play and he made like a nasty cut and he scored. Wow, what a play. Yeah, bro, that's another thing. RPF during my stream last Sunday, he was like, "Oh, you don't be like RPF, or I'm gonna take you down, son." And I was like, "Shut your Alvin and the Chipmunk looking ass up, man. You ain't gonna do shit. Nobody is scared of this clown. He's always running his damn mouth. His videos are unwatchable. You know, a lot of people on here, shout out to all those guys that make videos. But, you know, I like to watch Darius. I like to watch Kyle, even though Kyle has some hot takes. You know, I still like to watch his channel. I like to watch Joey's channel. I like to watch Adrian break stuff down, Philly 500. But this guy is so... You just want to cringe when this guy makes a video. You can't watch him, man. You can't. Like, you literally will lose half your brain cells from watching 5 seconds of his videos. So, you know, yeah, Desert Eagle. There's a lot of them I didn't name, but I'm subbed to all those guys. Even you, RPF. I watch your streams. Check your stuff out from every now and then. When you post, you don't post stuff like every week, but when you do, I check it out. You know, there's a lot of good Eagles YouTubers out there, but Kimmy is the absolute worst. He sucks. He's what I already went on. He's an asshole. He runs his mouth. He doesn't know his head from his ass. I could go on and on about that, but he just literally sucks at making videos. And I don't think I'm great at it. You know, I'm just getting started. I think I'll get up there in due time, but I know I don't suck that bad, man. Those are some of the worst videos I've ever seen in my life. Watching that guy's channel. Wow, good tackle. Fumble. Oh my God, they're gonna. Oh great, some more. Appreciate the subs, everybody. You guys are lucky, man, because if that would have been a fumble and they would have gave him the ball, I would have lost my mind because of what happened last week. Anyway, man, he's just unwatchable. He's totally unwatchable, man. He sucks. He's always like running his mouth about somebody new every day. He go fuck himself, man. What a throw. Too bad it's going to come back because of holding.
Number 71, offense. Big on penalty, first down. Fourth holding call this year against right tackle.
Yeah, man, that my favorite moment of Kimmy was back up in week 3. It was week 3 this season. It was when Carson Wentz first came back versus the Colts. Joey went completely off on Kimball for being an complete asshole to Fox. Fox makes good videos, man. I'm sub to Fox. He like Joey went in on this guy, man. I don't blame him, man. He's just yikes. Mahomes goes back, throws a dart over the middle, and it's over 10. Gain of 16. Wow. That makes things easy. Yeah, man, I knew Joey had that side in him. He seems like the guy that, he doesn't take shit from anyone. But he completely went in on him, man. Yeah, I mean, what the hell is wrong with him talking about Fox that way? He's probably mad because Fox has way more subs than he'll ever have. Wow, bro, this is big for the Chargers. It's 3 minutes left. They get the stop. They're going to force Kansas City to punt. Good tackle by Derwin James, rookie from Florida State. Anyway, man, Fox is a way better video maker than Kimball will ever be. And I like to watch this stuff, man. He only has 4 people that likes him. Are you sure he even has 4 people that likes him, man? Grizz, you're the first person that ever called Kimmy out. Grizz don't care what anybody thinks, though. That's what I like about him. He don't care what anyone thinks. He's like me. I think Grizz and RPF is the only people that's still here, man. I don't care, man. You guys are really helped me get to where I want to get my channel, man. I got 93 subs. I had 100, but some weird glitch happened with YouTube, and I lost a bunch of subs. So I'm getting them back because I'm that good. Well, I basically know not a single one of them. I know Eagles fan for life 17, but I don't think that's the guy. Sorry, my live stream froze, but I was saying, like, I know Eagles fan for life 17. He's another guy that I like to watch. But I don't think that's who you're talking about. He probably has like 6 people. He probably has like 3 people that likes him. Everyone else knows this guy's a complete scrub. I'm gonna pass him in subs by the NFL draft, which will mark the 1-year anniversary of my channel. I made a video talking about the mock draft. The only thing I got right was we were going to trade out of the first round. We had the 32nd pick. But I'll pass that scrub by March, I think.
Rivers keeps.
I know Kimmy has 170 stubs, but I'm just saying, like, I'm going to pass him because he sucks. Everyone's going to unsubscribe, man. Sorry this is, like, getting all frozen up and stuff, man. Anyway, yeah, he sucks, dude. He's not going to hold on to those subs for long. Kansas City is the 1 seed. New England's the 2. Houston's the 3. Pittsburgh's the 4, but they will not make the playoffs. I think the Ravens will probably win that division, but man, I would love to see Cleveland win the division.
No game right now. You've got the Chargers sitting at the number 5 seed. It's kind of an
This has been a pretty good game for the most part, man.
even if the Chargers win this game, they would have the same record as Kansas City. The teams have a better divisional record. Still would control their destiny with regard to winning the AFC West. That's right, but I think we can talk to a team and the fact that next week they run up to Team Seattle. Obviously, a difficult place to play.
Definitely, man. If the Chargers win this game, they got a real good chance to win the AFC West. Chief, I hate fans that think they know more than what they really do. That's not a catch. As if they can see the field, man. Yeah, I think that's a catch. Hopefully the Chiefs lose in the divisional round. That would be funny if they did, man, because he's got Patrick Mahomes, really good quarterback. Got Tyreek Hill, got Kelsey. It's like, how do you lose with that? But to be honest with you, I think Andy could have won with Carson Wentz.
And we must do it now. We have the power to make a new world for female athletes. Sports will make her even better, inspire her to lead, and give her the strength she needs to change the world. So come together, fight for equality, and level the field to ensure that no matter the challenge ahead, she breaks barriers.
Or a little something. There's always
Damn, that's a good question. Who's more to blame for the Eagles underachieving in the early 2000s? I would say McNabb, because if you look at Andy Reid, he's at least had success with every single quarterback he's ever had. Like, he literally had us believing that Kevin Kolb was going to be the franchise QB. He had us believing Michael Vick, when he made his comeback, would be the franchise QB. Nick Foles, even his last year, he's the one that drafted Nick Foles. And Nick Foles looked good. He really looked like he was going to be the guy his rookie year. And then he had like an MVP caliber season, 27-2 and 13. So I think Andy Reid is a good coach, but he has had a lot of blunders himself. But if you did ask me, I would probably say McNabb. I don't think McNabb was that good of a QB. Wow, bro. Number 21 on the Chiefs almost intercepted that, but the wide receiver on the Chargers broke it up. He didn't even break it up, man. That was an easy interception. Didn't come down with it, though. Yeah, I mean, if you ask me who would I rather have, I'd rather have Foles than McNabb all day. All day, every day. Foles is actually calm under pressure. If you count all three of the playoff games last year, Nick Foles is 9-1. He's 9-1 in primetime games. He's big time, man. He makes big plays. He doesn't always. It's not always pretty, all right, but he will pull it out somehow. Prime example is opening night. Terrible performance, but when it was time to make the game-winning drive, he did it. Ran the Philly special, got the crowd into the game, made a couple throws, let the run game do the rest, and we won. So, I mean, I'd way rather have Foles. Yeah, McNabb did. I'm not giving McNabb a pass, I would say, but like I said, Andy Reid has done stuff with all kinds of quarterbacks, even quarterbacks that completely suck. Like, you can tell how good of a coach Andy Reid got just by what he did with McNabb, man. McNabb is not that good of a quarterback, but he made him look really good some years. He got the most out of him that you could possibly, more than any other coach probably ever could get out of him. Did stuff with Michael Vick, did stuff with Alex Smith, did stuff with Foles. List goes on and on. Did stuff with Kevin Cobb. I think if he would have, I think he could have done a hell of a lot with Carson Wentz. Everything Mahomes is doing, he could get Carson Wentz to do this. But I'm not giving him a pass because he has had some bad blunders in the playoffs, clock management, losing the game. There's a face mask or something. I think it's a face mask, bro. Yeah, I mean, Doug Peterson, Andy Reid got scared to be aggressive in big games. Doug is not like that. I knew it was a face mask. Doug Peterson showed it on Sunday. He's not scared. You had Troy Aikman on the live broadcast. Oh, I wouldn't go for it here. And then, bam. He goes for it. Darren Sproles picks up the first down. Shuts Troy Aikman up. He's a good, aggressive coach. He'll go on 4th and 1. He'll go for it on 4th and goal. So, I'm a big fan of Doug Peterson's aggressiveness. He hasn't been as aggressive as he was last year. I don't know why that is. Hopefully he comes back next year. I feel like he's had to hold back somewhat because of Carson Wentz coming back, and he's hurt, and we can go on about the shitty medical staff. Yeah, man, the Andy Reid is a very, 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 very good coach. He's a very good coach. He's just not a winner. He's as smart as a coach as there's probably ever been. He's like the second coming of Bill Walsh. Okay? He's a better coach than Bill Belichick. A lot of people, and that's how I take it. He's a better coach than Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick does get carried. He does get bailed out by Tom Brady. But let's be real, man. Andy Reid is a good coach. He knows so much about the offensive side of the ball. He can draw up all these crazy, creative plays. And he's done it with this year with Patrick Mahomes. So his knowledge of the game, he has passed on to his assistants. Nagy, Dougie P. He's got a lot. The Andy Reid coaching tree is so much better than the Belichick coaching tree. You got guys like Josh McDaniels too scared to take the Colts job. They suck. I think he was the coach for Denver Broncos back in the day. But yeah, Andy Reid is good, but Mike Kafka might be a head coach. Ooh. He might, man. He might. I definitely think he'll be calling plays somewhere. If he's not a head coach, he'll definitely be an OC. I know Darius really wants him to come to Philly. I would welcome him back to Philly. As we know, he used to be a backup quarterback here in Philadelphia. Wow. Doug apparently doesn't want to bring back Coach Flip. So I guess if they do move on from Grove, might be Kafka, might be someone else. I know the Rams have a really good hot name, the Lombardi guy. Maybe somebody from Sean McVay's coaching tree. We'll see what happens. But, we can't hang on to Mike Grove. The guy, if you ever watch his press conferences, people will be asking him questions and he'll just be like this. And then they'll ask him a question and he'll be like, well, I don't know what happened with our offense, but for some reason we just got it going in the fourth quarter. I don't know how to use Golden Tate. Just shit like that, man. He makes me sick. I can't even listen to him speak. Mike Grove's the worst offensive coordinator I've ever seen.
Earlier in the year, and Mahomes says it's against the Chargers.
Fire pass, holding number 20, defense.
Wow. Translation: I don't know how to be an OC. Exactly. Yep, that's definitely holding on Desmond King. Yeah, Groh is the worst offensive coordinator in Eagles history. Let me give you a little rundown about Mike Groh. All right. He has a bad history as a coach. He coached at the University of Virginia, Virginia Cavaliers. And his dad was, I think his dad or somebody was the head coach. And he said, all right, you're my son, you can call plays. He was so bad at calling plays that his dad was like, dude, you're my son, but you completely suck ass at calling plays. So you need to get out of here. You need to be done. You're done. You're not calling plays anymore. So he took play calling away from him. And a couple of years ago, first year the Rams came back to LA. Carson Wentz and Jared Goff's rookie year. He was the quote unquote passing game coordinator for a Rams offense. Basically, he drew up all the plays for the passing game, and that was his job. So, along with Jeff Fisher, Mike Groh is responsible for making Jared Goff, and Jared Goff is assistant quarterback, but he made Jared Goff look like a complete bust. Free play, touchdown. Patrick Mahomes has such an arm.
Marcus Robinson was right there when it bounced off Hill's head. He went from celebrating to
Anyway, that's how bad Mike Groh is. Offensive coordinator for Virginia. Completely sucked there. His dad said, man, you suck so bad you can't call plays anymore. Went to the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams told him to be the passing game coordinator. Made Jared Goff look like a bust. So, what else is there to say about him? Yeah, he's a wide receiver coach. You don't have a wide receiver coach and promote him to offensive coordinator. Unless he's Clemson's wide receiver coach, because Clemson has put out DeAndre Hopkins, Sammy Watkins, who else? Adam Humphries, Mike Williams, really good wide receivers. But nah, I'm joking. You just don't give a wide receiver coach play calling duties in 1 year. Damian Williams.
shift. Two players were moving and did not get received.
I hope they do something to fix this offensive coordinator shit, though. I'm all in on Mike Kafka, man. Bring Mike Kafka to Philly. Maybe Kareem Hunt was just a product of the system. Maybe Kareem Hunt's really not that good. I don't know about that, man. He might be a system running back. Another flag on the play.
Back to the pass. Holding number 57. Deep down. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Davis Brown, the linebacker. On Tyreek Hill.
If the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl this year, Andy Reid should just retire. He really should. Because if he doesn't win with Patrick Mahomes, he's never going to win.
Folks, the holidays are upon us, and tomorrow on Fox, Last Man Standing will make your season merry and bright with an all-new Christmas event. Tim Allen jingles all the way with Last Man Standing, followed by the cool kids tomorrow on Fox. You just kind of wonder, Joe, there was an point of emphasis coming into this league. Scoring was down last year. The league wanted to see scoring up. They certainly have gotten that, but hey, these defensive backs and these guys kind of cover these pieces. They got the toughest job in football right now. Here's a first down picked up by Damian Williams. Who was 3 for 3 in the red zone, turning the opportunities into touchdowns in this game. They have a first down with the ball sitting inches outside the 10. Just a great job up front.
Oh, Mahomes is the best quarterback Andy Reid's ever had by far. It's not even close. It's not even close. Because the other best QB ever coached was McNabb. If I had to rank the quarterbacks he coached, let me think. Mahomes, McNabb. Michael Vick. I think Michael Vick's better than Alex Smith. That's a hot take, but I think Alex Smith sucks. Yeah, he made Alex Smith look good. Yeah, bro. If you don't win with Patrick Mahomes, it's over. Take this hat, even though it's a KC hat, hang it up. Be done. Mahomes got mad skills, bro. He is a freak. And I have a hot take, man. I still think Carson Wentz is better. Doug Peterson is just not. He's just not an offensive genius. And the whole playbook definitely wasn't open this year due to Carson Wentz's health. Trust me, because if it was, we would be running a lot better plays. And somebody would actually be helping with the game plan that has some damn sense, not Mike Groh. Doug Peterson needs to grow a pair and fire this guy and get somebody who's worth the shit. He really does, man. You said Mahomes will be a top 10 quarterback before the season? Mahomes is a beast, bro. I can't believe how good he is, man. Yeah, everything. It just wasn't our year, man. Everything that could go wrong for this team, it went wrong. And it sucks. It sucks. Everyone got hurt. Medical staff sucks. Offensive coordinator sucks. Too many injuries to overcome. We overcame them last year. That was because it was just Jason Peters. It was just Jordan Hicks. It was just Darren Sproles. Okay? This year it was Jason Kelce. It's the whole team. It's the whole team. It was the whole team, man. Mike Wallace was out for the season. Mac Hollins was out for the season. Darren Sproles was out most of the season. He just came back 2 weeks ago. Carson Wentz coming off an ACL has a back fracture. Rodney McLeod out for the season. Jalen Mills. I know we were all hating on him, but he's out for the season after they said he was week to week. All these people are out for the season, man. Avonte Maddox. Good tackle. All these people are hurt, man. It's like, what the hell is going on? So, it definitely just wasn't our year, but we're definitely going to bounce back. We'll draft some good players. See what Howie Roseman does with the cap. See if he wants to bring in 1 or 2 players. Add some depth to this team. We'll be back. We'll be back in the playoffs. I forgot about J.J. Clement. Everyone under the damn sun, man. Inches. 3rd and inches. Watch, Andy Reid is going to call a screen pass or some stupid play right now on 3rd and inches. This is going to get blown up. Yeah, I mean, what is the deal with the Kareem Hunt thing? Why? It happened in February, but they didn't get the video until now. Doesn't make any damn sense. They should have released it in February. Yeah, man, it does feel a lot better since we won Super Bowl. Those other teams have empty trophy case, and they have to think it's another year that their trophy case is going to be empty. Scored. Quarterback sneak for a touchdown. Hey, good call, Andy Reid. Too bad you didn't do that when you were in Philly, man. Is he short? Wow, he got the first down. The teams, they really got the video. The NFL is incompetent. They got it before the NFL. They're incompetent. There was actually a report. I don't remember who was Ian Rappaport or somebody. Maybe Schefter. Anyway, they said that touchdown Chiefs. Gosh, I wish I had Damian Williams in fantasy, man. 4-4 in the red zone. Anyway, there was like a report from one of those guys that basically said some AFC team found the video and they gave it to TMZ and TMZ leaked it. And they said, you have to think it was a playoff team from the AFC. I wonder who that could be. Who could that AFC team be? Who could it be? Oh, makes total sense. It was the Patriots. Because they were trying to cripple the Chiefs. They're still probably not going to be good enough to beat the Chiefs. I mean, you saw what Nick Foles did to that defense. You saw what Blake Bortles did to that defense. Patrick Mahomes. Barbecue chicken. Belichick strikes again, LMA. This is what he does, man. He's a cheater. Bears are definitely a Super Bowl dark horse. They got the ingredients to win, man. They got the best defense in the NFL. They got a running game. They got Jordan Howard and they got Tariq Cohen. They got a quarterback that is a game manager. He doesn't turn the ball over. You know, you got the ingredients to get it done. So I do think they definitely have a chance. Yeah, I mean, I thought they were going to be a dark horse playoff team, but I didn't know they were going to be this good. I thought either Green Bay or Minnesota would still win the division. They'd be a wild card. Shit. They showed us something, man. They're making a football life about Thurman Thomas, man. That's going to be good. Thurman Thomas, bro. He was a beast for the Buffalo Bills.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Football, presented by Bloodline. History with both organizations. The great Marty Schottenheimer. 200 wins in 21 years. Spent 10 years here with the Kansas City Chiefs. And one of the most respected members of any era in NFL history. Marty Ball, that's what they called it. Marty Schottenheimer. As we go from the pictures of Marty.
No one ever laughs at RPF, man. RPF, we need to add you to the group chat on Twitter, bro. If the Chiefs go 3-and-out, if the Chargers go 3-and-out, probably gonna shut the stream down. Because if they don't score on this drive, it's over. All right, we got ourselves a game. Now we'll see if Philip Rivers is clutch. People would be killing Carson Wentz right now. Oh my God, Carson Wentz isn't clutch. He's down 14. He's gonna choke. We'd have to hear all that nonsense. Wow. Bad behavior on Twitter, man. You can't be worse than EDP. EDP sucks.
Second down and 10. River gets hit. Pass is complete. That's Williams again. Going backward.
Wow. They actually gained some pretty good yardage.
After an attempted run of 8 for Aaron on Chris Jones.
Ran over to the sideline. It looks like his right shoulder is giving him some problems. But I was going to tell you, I talked to him. He tore his MCL in the wild card last in January. So he said my vacation was off.
This game, there's some pain down on the sideline, as you say, third down and 2. Pass is caught. It's the first down. That's the great Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates getting it done.
I guess when you're at that age in the NFL, all people who are calling play-by-play and tax his age to highlight cats. That's part of it. We're seeing obviously quarterbacks doing it later stages of their careers and playing into their 40s, and now we're seeing some of these skill players that are getting it done also. Antonio Gates being one of them.
Not worse than EDP. He's a jackass. You ain't lying, fam. I think the Chargers are going to make this interesting, man. They got it inside the 25. There's about 6 minutes left. So there's just enough time for Andy Reid to do some bad clock management and allow the Chargers to win this game. Bro, that is definitely pass interference. That's bad. That's bad. They're going to call this game for KC, man. That should have been PI. Man, RPF, I wish you could have been there for I wish you could have been there for this guy that was on Twitter earlier. He was a Cowboys fan. He's running his damn mouth. And he posted a picture of his, supposedly it was his girlfriend, but he's probably another Manti Te'o kind of guy who met a girl online and just photoshopped her face in there. Anyway, he was like, "Oh, this is my girl. Where's yours at?" And Eagles Twitter has been flaming him for the past 7 hours, nonstop. Every time I check Twitter, I'm gonna check Twitter after this game's over, see what else is on there about it. But he's been getting straight up flamed. Yeah, shout out to Kyle Nitro Freak. He was like, "Don't lie, that's just a Hooters waitress wearing a jacket." That was one of my favorite ones. No, the guy that I can't remember who he was tweeting, who he tweeted it at, but the guy he tweeted it at, I know him. It's 4th down. Dude, this is garbage. That was a freaking penalty. Anyway, he was like, the guy who he tweeted it to was like, "How many times did you have to give her your credit card number to get her to take a picture with you?" Oh man, that was so funny. I couldn't believe how funny it was. Phil Rivers, what the hell are you doing, man? Touchdown. Nope. Yep. Now they call PI. Yep. He still almost got a touchdown. Phil Rivers has such a good arm, man. That was a perfect spiral.
Just a miss on the catch. That's the fourth defensive hold on the team. And it's first and goal. We'll sit at 3. Hand off to Jackson, and he is in for the
Touchdown. All right. So you got 3 minutes and 49 seconds to play. It is a 8-point game pending the extra point, but we'll go ahead and assume it's going to be a 7-point game. Dude, what the hell is up with everyone calling them the LA Chargers? They've been in LA for 2 years now. This is their second year being in LA. And you still got a bunch of morons like Stephen A. Smith and Troy Aikman that calls them the San Diego Chargers.
Whoa, it's so clear.
Yeah, it has an amazing liquid retina display.
The color on a network built for unlimited. This is amazing.
I can help this file much longer. I can.
And now, get iPhone XR on us when you lease the latest iPhone. Switch to Sprint today.
Welcome to Tide Pods Talk with Brown. I'm Brown. I'm big and awesome, but this guy is little. Can it really clean? Heck yeah, it can. It's concentrated detergent plus stain fighters plus odor fighters that fight for clean. Boom! Even this entire bottle can't beat Tide Pods. And now I'll wear it for future glasses. Oh. Tide Pods. If it's clean, it's got to be Tide.
This week in Target, the more you spend on toys, the more you save. Save $10 on Flip Toys. Save $10 on Surprise Toys. Save $10 on Action Toys. Save on toys. Only at Target.
Introducing the $6 Kid Box. Choose from the Flame Grilled Whopper or 3 other favorites and get fries, a drink, and 2 cookies for just $6. The $6 Kid Box. Only at Burger King.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, how the game went down, how the playoffs.
All right, I got some notifications blocking my screen. If the Chargers come back, this is yeah, and guys, watch this game carefully. Watch it very carefully because this is the exact time. You're up 7. The other team just scored. You're up 7. Got 3 minutes and 49 seconds left to play. This is the exact time where he will not run the ball. He'll throw 3 straight passes, 3 incompletions, leave all that time on the clock. Chargers will go score. They'll get the ball again, turn the ball over. Bam, Kansas City Oh, God, I almost did it. The LA Chargers will go ahead and win the game. Kick a field goal, score a touchdown, whatever they got to do. Clock in the back, coming back.
easily. Here's the call. During the return, illegal block in the back, number 35, receiving team. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. First down, catch for right here, the former Dallas Cowboy. Who gives the shove. Saturday, it's a doubleheader on NFL Network. First, the Texans take on the Jets. And the Browns take on the Broncos. That starts Saturday at 4:30. Only on NFL Network. So with that penalty, it moves the ball back to the 11. And the Chargers looking for a quick defensive stop. We get 3 timeouts.
The only Cowboys fans you like are Sean from the Sports Fury and Cowboy X Factor. I agree. I like Sean and talk to X a lot on Twitter. He comments a lot on my videos. But yeah. Yeah, those are good guys. But the rest of them, idiots. Complete idiots. I actually have a couple friends that are Cowboys fans, but whew, I hate that fan base, man. It really sucks losing to them twice.
Now 5 of his 6 years. Traded away Alex Smith, who led the league in quarterback rating a year ago. They won back-to-back AFC West titles. Looking for
What do they get for Alex Smith? I think they got a corner and a 3rd-round pick.
timeout is taken by the Chargers at 1 left. Well, we talked a little bit earlier about the Thunder and the Reed and how they this year with Patrick Mahomes and skill players and the job that you just mentioned he's done here in Kansas City. But
Yep, they're all going to come victims. Yeah, Kendall Fuller and a 3rd-round pick. I'm kind of low-key hoping that Nick Foles has a good stretch to end the season, so he gets his stock back up. Maybe we trade him at the end of the season. We trade him for, I don't know. If the Jags would do it, I would trade Nick Foles and our 1st-round pick for Jalen Ramsey. That's probably a long shot. Probably have to give up a lot for him, man. The Jaguars are the type of team that would do a stupid trade like that. For being honest. Got a hold. Ooh, this is exactly what I'm talking about, man. Unless Patrick Mahomes is just this good. Classic Andy Reid. Classic Andy Reid. There's no way the Chargers can ruin this, man. There's no way the Chargers can ruin this. This is literally what he did for 14 years. Andy Reid is such a dumbass.
From his end zone and turns over good block. And it's mocked. Recovered by Desmond King at the 40. It's been a while since the Chargers defeated the Chiefs. It was in December of 2013. The Chargers trailed by 10 points in the fourth quarter, but ended up winning on a 36-yard Nick Novak field goal in overtime. Chase Daniel started that game for Alex Smith, who was resting for the playoffs.
Literally classic Andy Reid. Chargers. If you ruin this, I'm going to be pissed. The Chargers are the type of losing franchise that will ruin this, but there's no way they should ruin this. Grounding. Of course you're going to ruin it. Of course you're going to ruin it, man. It's grounding. Oh, it's holding. Oh my God, he barely tugged his jersey. He barely. Oh my gosh. That's a ticky-tack call, man. All right, Chargers got the ball, 2:33. Come on, Phillip. Come on, Phil. Oh my God. That's a big time throw. Phillip Rivers, he throws a dart down the field. He is across midfield inside the 40-yard line of the Chiefs. And Travis Benjamin got smoked coming across the middle, but he hung on to it. And the Chiefs and the Chargers are in business. Oof.
This holiday, Club Ring with 25 to 40% off everything store-wide. Shop an incredible selection of jewelry and styles at prices that match their brilliance. December 13th to the 17th, only at Home.
That call was weaker than Kevin's. Wow. That was good, Grizz. I'm not going to lie, man. That was really damn good. The Chargers are still getting hosed, man. That Travis Benjamin play, that should have been hit on the defenseless receiver.
Hey, Jordan. What's the worst part about being zero one? Exactly. And what's the best part about getting things to do? Precisely. That's why Verizon decided everyone in the family should get the unlimited they want without needing to pay down. And right now comes 6 months of free Apple Music. Hey, look at that. I like the popcorn. Oh, it's a new mask. This holiday, if you get what you want, the music you love, never you deserve. Now buy the latest iPhone and iPhone 10R on us. I don't know if it's 17, but I'm mandatory. 17 people.
Gray, they're showing the stupid fucking Cowboys. Alan Hearns commercial. Bro, you can't make schools safer, man. There's always going to be some stupid idiot who tries to shoot up a school. Dude, you just can't protect the schools from that because it happens within the school. It's always some student who's a bit of an outcast. Kids don't really sit with them at lunch. You just shoot up the whole school, and it's really sad, but doing something that's just about school safety is not going to change that. It's just a sad world we live in. All right, Phillip Rivers is third and 8. CRPF. There's one final drive. Is it incomplete? Yep, that's incomplete. Travis Kelce's getting lit like his brother, man. If you're the Chargers, you got to go for the end zone right here, man. I'm not going to show the game. Big first down for Benjamin. This is my reaction to the game.
Still at the timeout, the Chargers. This one to the end zone and broken up for Justin Jackson. Back there was Dorian O'Daniel. Justin Jackson had him too. They run that flat route. We see Rivers get out. He knows he missed him. He had Jackson. You're going to see he runs here. He runs the wheel route, man to man here. And
I can't show the game because the NFL will freak out and say I'm using copyrights and stuff. Besides, I can't even flip my camera on this. Is that not a hit to the helmet? That's not a hit to the helmet? Wow, that is some. What the hell? What is wrong with the NFL? The NFL does all this complaining about we're doing this for player safety. We're doing this. We're getting sued for concussions. And every single week, this is actually the first game that wasn't a Cowboys game where I saw people targeting and get away with it. That is a disgrace. That is an absolute disgrace. That is an abomination. That is an abomination of a missed call right there. And it may cause the Chargers the game. Pisses me off. Oh my God. They're going to call. Oh, it's against the Chiefs. There was a. Well, there was a play of Phillip Rivers. He was coming out of the pocket, and they hit him in the head, and they didn't call it. And now they just call it pass interference, so it's going to be first down. It's going to be first down Chiefs. So now it's first and goal Chiefs. There's 8 seconds left in the game, though. Yes, did I say first down Chiefs? I meant the call was against the Chiefs.
I know what you're saying, but with him going up and Fuller, yeah, that's obviously grazes the left arm, but that's obviously a big penalty. Right now, first and goal, 8 seconds to go. They'll throw it here and then see what happens. But once this clock runs down, they then will have an option of trying to run it in or throw it. But this first down play here, I believe it's going to be a pass. There's a matchup. Kansas City and the
Bro, it's an abomination. Chargers and Chiefs might play again, man. They might play a third time. Touchdown Chargers with 4 seconds left. I wonder if the Chargers will go for 2. They're going to go for 2? Yeah, he did. That's control.
There's a case for Orlando Scandrick when he's claiming that there was a push-off by Williams. There was clear extension of that right arm. Oh, look at this. Whether or not he actually had control. Like what you see with regard to control before the foot of Williams was out of bounds. Seems like you could see the ball moving, but I'm looking at that left.
I hope the Chargers win this game, though. Because Andy, this is exactly what Andy does. He didn't run he didn't run the ball a single time on the last drive. I hope they don't call some bullshit. I remember when Zach Ertz scored that touchdown in the Super Bowl. Dude, I thought I was so nervous because I knew it was a catch. I knew it was a touchdown. But because it was against the Patriots, I was like, my heart was it was about to explode out of my chest. Come on, call good play. Chiefs fans are pissed. My favorite team is the Philadelphia Eagles. This is an Eagles channel for the most part. I do post other videos. I've been doing. This is a really good game, so I want to do a reaction. Bill Rivers, you better not screw this up, bro. Wow! Mike Williams. Chargers are going to win. The Chiefs will not go to the Super Bowl, bro. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't. Did I not say this was going to happen? Listen, this is what I said. I said, look, Chargers went down the field, and they made it a 7-point game. Chiefs going to get the ball. Andy Reid's not going to run the ball a single time. Chargers are going to get the ball back. They'll either score and tie it up. Chiefs will turn the ball over. Chargers kick a winning field goal. Or if they score, they'll go for 2. I literally called this. As soon as it got to 3:49, I was like, this game's over. Let's see if there's another Miami Miracle. What a great game, though. Guys. All right, boys. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. We will be back on Sunday night. We'll be back on Sunday night to see BDN take down Jared Goff in the Los Angeles Lambs. With that being said, guys, go Birds. I'm gone. Thanks for sticking around with me, Grizz.